Hello students, welcome to SanskarEdutech channel and I am Alok Jha, Assistant Professor, B.D. Turakia Junior College of Commerce and Science. Today we will be studying about the Sower. The Sower was written by Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo was a famous French poet, novelist and dramatist of the 19th century and one of the leading figures of the Romantic movement in literature. Some of his most well-known works include the novels Les Miserables and The Hunchback of Notre Dame, as well as many powerful poems. His poetry often focused on nature and beauty, human suffering, freedom and justice. Victor Hugo was not only a writer but also a strong supporter of democracy and human rights. His works remain highly influential and widely read even today. Let us jump to The Sower. The Sower by Victor Hugo is a short poem that describes a farmer sowing seeds in his field at dusk. The Sower continues his work even as darkness falls, scattering seeds with patience and faith. The act of sowing symbolizes hope and trust in the future, as the seeds will grow into crops later. The poem conveys a message of hard work, hope and confidence in the future, even in times of uncertainty. Let's jump to the fourth stanza. Sitting in a porchway cool, fades the ruddy sunlight fast. Twilight hastens on to rule, working hours are well nigh past. In the first stanza, the poet describes a lonely farmer moving slowly across a field at sunset, scattering seeds. The dim light and quiet surroundings creates a peaceful yet serious mood. The sower appears thoughtful and determined, symbolizing patience, hard work and hope for the future as he continues his task even as darkness approaches. Let us jump to the second stanza. Shadows shoot across the lands, but one sower lingers still. Old, in rags, he patient stands. Looking on, I feel a thrill. Here in the second stanza, the poet focuses on the steady and purposeful action of the farmer as he continues to sow seeds. His figure appears larger and more powerful against the darkening sky, almost heroic. The seeds he scatters are compared to something valuable, suggesting that his simple act holds great importance. This stanza highlights the idea of faith and trust as the sower works patiently, believing that his efforts will bring life and growth in the future. Let us jump to the third stanza. Black and high, his silhouette dominates the furrows deep. Now to sow the task is set, soon shall come a time to reap. The third stanza of The Sower by Victor Hugo shifts focus from the physical act of sowing to its deeper meaning. It suggests that the sower's work is not just about planting seeds in the soil, but also about hope and faith in the future. Even though the night is dark and uncertain, the sower continues his task with patience and determination, symbolizing trust in growth and renewal. The stanza highlights the idea that effort and perseverance will eventually lead to a fruitful harvest. Let us jump to the fourth stanza. Marches he along the plain, to and fro and scatters wide. From his hands the precious grain, moody eye to see him stride. Let us try to understand what exactly the poet is trying to say. The fourth stanza brings out a more symbolic and philosophical meaning. It suggests that the sower is not just a farmer, but a figure representing humanity or even a divine force spreading life and hope. As he continues sowing under the vast sky, his actions appear almost sacred. The stanza emphasizes that small, humble efforts can have great, lasting results, highlighting faith in unseen growth and the power of quiet, persistent work. Let us jump to the last stanza. Darkness deepens, gone the light. Now his gestures to mine eyes are august and strange. His height seems to touch the starry skies. The last stanza gives a grand and spiritual conclusion. It presents the sower as a powerful, almost eternal figure whose work continues beyond time and darkness. The act of sowing is shown as something noble and universal, symbolizing the spreading of life, hope and goodness. The stanza suggests that even in darkness, the seeds of light and future growth are being planted, emphasizing faith in a better tomorrow. Now, as we have understood the poem, let us try to understand what are the themes that are covered over here. So first one, hope and faith. The sower continues his work even in darkness, symbolizing strong faith in the future and hope that his efforts will bear fruit. Second, hard work and perseverance. The poem highlights the value of steady effort. The sower keeps sowing patiently, showing dedication and determination. Next, nature and growth. There is a deep connection with nature, emphasizing the cycle of sowing, growth, and harvest as part of life. Next, the dignity of labor. The sower's simple task is shown as noble and meaningful, suggesting that all honest work deserves respect. Spiritual symbolism. The sower can be seen as a symbol of a divine or higher force spreading life, hope, and goodness across the world. And last but not the least, optimism about the future. Even though the present may seem dark, the poem conveys a strong belief in a brighter and fruitful future. Overall, the poem celebrates patience, faith, and the quiet power of consistent effort. Now let us try to understand what are the figures of speech, or in other words, poetic devices that are incorporated over here in this poem. First one is imagery. Now as you have read the whole poem, you can understand the kind of image that has been created by the poet. The poem creates strong visual pictures of the sower working in the field at dusk, helping readers imagine the scene clearly. Next is symbolism. The sower symbolizes hope, hard work, and even a divine figure, while the seeds represent future growth, life, and possibilities. Next, personification. Nature is sometimes given human-like qualities, making the scene feel alive and expressive. Metaphor. The act of sowing is a metaphor for spreading hope, faith, and goodness in life. Alliteration. Repetition of consonant sounds adds rhythm and musical quality to the poem. Contrast. There is a contrast between darkness, that is night, and hope, that is future harvest, highlighting optimism despite uncertainty. So now you can understand the whole poem is a kind of an inspirational poem. It gives you hope. It also tells you that with darkness nothing ends. There is always future, there is always hope. What you need is perseverance, determination, and dedication. That is all from me. Keep watching our channel and follow us. Thanking you. Thank you so much.